Hello everyone, welcome to Gentle Yoga with Rosie. It's going to be an intuitive practice today, as always, just gently opening all the joints of the body, opening the chakras, the energy centers along the spine to come into balance on every level, physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. So we're going to start out with a balancing breath. And it's a calming and cooling breath. It balances the hormones, it's anti-aging, and it's anti-stress. So join the pointer fingers with your thumbs. Rest your hands on your thighs or your knees, either way, whatever feels comfortable to you. Sit with your legs crossed, the knees wide, so that your bottom is behind you. Literally, you have this support that God gave us to have your cushions behind you so that you can be on the front edge of your sit bones. The pelvis is slightly tilted forward in order to elevate your spine. So the opposite of that would be if the hips are tilted up and the tailbone is tucked under. Look what happens. I'm leaning back, I'm rounding my back. That's the opposite of energy flow. When you get your bottom behind you, you have a curve in your lower back. You are elevated in your posture, shoulders back, rooted to the earth. So it's one of the most basic concepts in yoga, and most important is posture, and seated posture would be the place I would start with everyone as far as the foundation of understanding the basics of yoga. Free-flowing energy, lengthening the spine. So this took me many years to learn, just the simple posture of sitting up straight. And you do have to develop core strength and back muscle strength in your back in order to keep yourself elevated without being uncomfortable. So join the pointer fingers with your thumbs, rest your hands on your knees, reach up through the crown of your head. Take some deep breaths up your spine. And exhale, relax your shoulders down. Just bring yourself fully into this moment through your breath. Close your eyes, focus on the space between your eyebrows. Become present in your body in this moment, as if the breath is all that exists now, setting everything else aside. Consecrate this time to your practice, to your connection with yourself. Set that intention now in this moment. To set aside all other distractions. And I pray that in this video we will not have any outer distractions as far as noise like in the last video. So that's my intention. I pray for that. Okay, so the breath is this. Curl your tongue like you're sipping through a straw. So this is very difficult for some people. For some people it's easy. If you cannot actually curl the tongue, just stick out your tongue a little bit like this and do your best, because what we're doing is we're sipping in cool, detoxifying breath along the center of your tongue. I wasn't able to do this when I first started yoga, but then I looked in the mirror and practiced, and I realized I actually could do it if I could see what I looked like. So that's just one clue, one hint there. So we're going to inhale through the mouth along the center of the tongue, which detoxifies the liver, and exhale through the nose as we meditate on the third eye. And relax your shoulders as you exhale. Let go of tension. Let's do 10 of these breaths. So I'm counting on my fingers by just pressing into my leg with that finger to count. I'm sorry, I meant pressing my finger into that leg. Just putting a little pressure on the finger to be aware of what round you're on. Breathe slow. We are not rushing here. We are never rushing in yoga, no matter what we're doing. We're going slow, enjoying the breath, honoring yourself in this moment. Practicing patience with ourselves and the rest of the world. So after your next exhale, relax and meditate for a moment. Let that settle in. And then open your eyes. Notice how everything already looks different around you. So now we're going to circle the spine. Hold on to your knees. The wider your knees here, the easier this is going to be. So if you're crossing the shins more like this, kind of compressed, it's going to be harder. If you have a wider base, it's easier because you're not rocking as much on the pelvis. It's more just a rotation while maintaining the stability. So keep going in the same direction. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. Draw a circle with your spine, with your navel. It comes from the lower spine. Okay, now switch directions. Okay, sit up tall, reach up through the crown. Inhale and hold your breath in. And exhale all the way out and hold your breath out. Relax your arms, resting your hands on your knees. Close your eyes. Breathe. And open your eyes and come into Guru Pranam, bowing. With the knees apart, the toes together. Bring your palms together, stretch out in front of you. Take a deep breath. And exhale, set your forehead down. Feel the shoulder joints opening up as you lengthen the arms away from you. Wrap your armpits in towards your chest. Take some really deep breaths. Feel your body weight settling into the earth. Become humble and take a moment to give thanks. Think of at least one thing you're thankful for as you breathe. Now take a deep breath and exhale and come up and bring your legs together for baby pose. Hands next to your feet, belly to your thighs, elbows to the ground, forehead to the floor. If you want to stay flexible, do this every day. This is the easiest posture there is, and all you have to do is let go of your weight and be effortless to let your spine lengthen. It opens the hips. It has so many health benefits. I could talk about it for an entire 45-minute segment, but for now, just trust me. Relax into perfect health. Now rock from side to side here. And come up and sit on your heels. Now interlace your fingers, stretch out through the palms. Bring the arms straight up. Take some deep breaths. Now inhale. Exhale. Cup the base of your skull with your hands. Stretch the elbows across your chest. Stretch the elbows back. Stretching the muscles across your chest by stretching the elbows back. Open to your breath. Take some deep breaths here. Now bring the knees apart and continue to breathe. This is a great warm-up. Opens yourself up, opens up the lungs and the energy centers. Breathe expansively. Now inhale. Exhale. Bring the legs back together. Stretch up through the palms again. Inhale. Exhale. Sweep your aura. Now bring your right arm up to the sky. Take a deep breath. Exhale, touch the back of your heart and reach for the opposite hand. Hook the hands together. Draw the elbows in toward the center of your body, toward the spine, and back to open the shoulder space. Now take a deep breath and exhale and release. And switch sides. Raise your left arm up. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, bring that left hand to your heart and reach for the opposite hand. Draw the elbows in and back. Now inhale and exhale and release. Now interlace the fingers behind you, squeeze your shoulder blades toward each other. Lift the arms off your body, take a deep breath. Exhale. And I just want to tell you one thing about that shoulder opener. Quite often I teach people to use a strap. However, I don't believe in people becoming dependent on props. And we need to learn how to do it without the props, which is actually going to propel you further into your practice, into a deeper posture, because it's really like using a crutch. So if you cannot clasp the hands together, that's fine. Just do your best. It can really help if you warm up by doing this. Actually, let's try this together right now. So right arm, right elbow up, touch the back of your heart with your right hand, reach over, pull the elbow over. Notice how far down you can get that hand. You know, maybe if that posture is difficult for you, do this beforehand each time to warm up the shoulder. Now inhale, exhale, release, and we'll switch. So now the left elbow is up. Pull this left elbow over toward the center of your body. Notice how the hand comes far down. So that could be a starting point for you. Very good. Take a deep breath. Exhale, release. Let's come to the hands and the knees and flex the spine. So wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Inhale, lift your tailbone and your chin, arching your back like a cow. Exhale, round your back, chin in and tailbone in, arching your back like a cat. Inhale, lengthen the front of the spine. Exhale, lengthen the back of your spine. And keep going. I'll show you from the side. So spinal flexion is one of the ways to warm up your body as well as increase your flexibility and energy. This is essential to do every day if you plan on maintaining flexibility or increasing. Okay, come to your inhale and hold your breath in. Stretch your abs and exhale, neutralize your spine. Now come up onto your knees. Let's do a low lunge to start out. So step your right foot forward and drop the hips. So the knee comes forward, the hips drop. Interlace your fingers behind your right knee. Breathe very deeply. Opening the hips through the breath, becoming grounded. Okay, let's turn this into a few more things, into a twist. But first, interlace your fingers, squeeze the shoulder blades toward each other, and slide your hands down the back of your thigh. Your hands are in Venus lock, fingers interlaced, the shoulders are opening. I think I'm gonna have to show you from the side. So, you're dropping the hips, you're interlacing the fingers and stretching the shoulders back as you drop the hips down. Take a deep breath and then exhale. Bring the palms together to a prayer pose and bring your left elbow to the outer right thigh. We're going to bring that back knee off the floor. So tuck your back toes under. Bring the knee off the floor and you're twisting, looking to the right. I'm going to show you from the front. So you're twisting. Bring the knee off the floor, keep twisting. The back leg is very straight and strong. Now inhale, exhale, come down to the knee. Place your hands on the floor on either side of your foot. Untuck the back toes so the toes are pointed back now. Drop your hips back and counter stretch. So you're just gonna drop your hips back enough so the front leg is straight and drop your forehead in. Okay, now sit back on that left heel. If you cannot sit with the heel in the very center between your sit bones in the perineum, the modification is foot to the inner thigh. Janu Shirshasana, 90 degrees between the thighs. Sitting on the heel in the center of the perineum has many health benefits. It's a little more advanced. Bring your thighs together if you are sitting on the heel. So this is not going to be beneficial. This is where the energy alignment happens. So whether you're in Janu Shirshasana right now or sitting on the heel, catch your extended foot. If you want to use a strap, great. Otherwise, if you want to do the no prop way, just grab hold of your shin. Most importantly, wherever you are, lengthen your spine, chin in. Lift your ribs up out of your hips. Inhale. Exhale, pull forward and down. Relax and breathe into your back. Okay, inhale. Exhale, come up and come into plank. So wrists are under the shoulders, step back with strong straight legs, toes tucked under, push the floor away, breathe deep, warming up your core strength. Now inhale, exhale, come to your knees, come to your chest and chin, tuck the elbows in, lower down, and then scoot your belly forward, roll the shoulders back, point the toes, come up into a back bend, pull your rib cage forward, shoulders back. Now inhale, look up, exhale, come back into Guru Pranam again, so the knees are apart, toes together, come back. Now inhale, exhale, come into downward dog. So tuck your toes under, lift your hips, bring your feet just about spines width apart, tuck your head, make a triangle with your body and lengthen your arms. Wrap your armpits in towards your chest. Take minimum 5 deep breaths. Slow breaths is the key. Doesn't matter. What's more important is the quality than the quantity. Now inhale, raise your left leg, and exhale, swing it forward. Come down onto your right knee. We'll do the sequence on the other side. So interlace your fingers behind your left knee. Drop the hips. Breathe deeply to assist your body in letting go of the tension. Breathe it out consciously. The deeper you breathe, the more energy you're going to move, the more you're going to transform. Now we'll do what we did on the other side. So interlace your fingers behind you. Squeeze the shoulder blades toward each other, lifting the chest. Slide your hands down the back of that right thigh. Continue to drop the hips. Now inhale, lift your chin. Exhale, face forward, palms together. Bring the right elbow to the outer left thigh. We're going to lift up into a twist. So tuck your back toes under. Bring the knee off the floor, straighten the leg, don't bend the knee. Turn your belly left, look over that left shoulder, breathe. You're reaching out through the back right heel, stretching the back of that leg. Now inhale, exhale, come down onto the knee, place both hands on the floor, untuck the back toes, point the toes back, drop your hips back, straightening that front leg. Flex the foot and bow. Spread your fingers, it helps. So it's all these little details where you begin to understand that every single aspect of the physical body is interconnected. And every movement of the fingers affects the rest of your body. Same with the toes. Now sit back on that right heel. Be sure it's in the very center, in the perineum. If that's not possible, foot to the inner thigh, 90 degrees between the thighs, Janu Shirshasana. I'm going to show you from the back what it looks like to sit on the heel, in the center. The thighs are together. Wherever you're at, sit up tall now. Elevate yourself, lift your ribs up. out of the hips. Catch that extended foot or shin. Inhale, chin in. Exhale, pull forward and down. Relax and breathe into your back. Now inhale, exhale up. Okay, now instead of doing this sequence like we did before, bring the soles of your feet together, scoot your hips in towards your heels as close as possible. Interlace your fingers around the toes, bounce the legs up and down. Clear your energy, become flexible in your hips. Grounding, breathing along your spine. Now inhale, press the knees down, lift your chest and chin, lift your chest up, chin in, inhale. Exhale, bend the elbows, pull forward and down, lengthen your lower back. Deep breathing, soften the inner thighs. Now inhale, exhale, come up. Now scoot your feet forward, scoot your hips back, make a diamond shape with the legs, interlace the fingers around the toes, elbows in front of your shins. Stretch forward. Notice if one side of your back seems a little shorter than the other. It always is for me because I have scoliosis. So I'm going to pull forward on that one side just a little bit before I come down. Make some length in those muscles along your spine. Now take a deep breath. And on the exhale, pull forward and down and relax. Close your eyes and meditate. So the deeper you relax here, the more you're going to get out of this as far as health benefits. Calming the mind and nervous system, balancing the glands and hormones. Let the full weight of your head fall. Let the neck release. Come down a little more. Pull down. Now inhale. Exhale, very slowly come up. Now extend your legs forward. Flex your feet. Catch your shins or your toes. If you can catch your toes, I prefer either grabbing the big toes with the first two fingers, pressing the thumbs into the nail for digestion acupressure, or grab the outer edges of your feet. Now lift your ribs up, tuck your chin in, inhale, exhale, pull forward and down. Once again, meditate deeply, focus on your third eye, let the mind become still. Now inhale and exhale, slowly come up. Very good. Let's do a seated twist. Bring your right foot to the outer left thigh, as close in as possible. Reach your left hand forward. Wrap your arm around this right leg. Grab the thigh with your hand. Keep that left foot extended and flexed. That means toes drawn in. Now lift your ribs up. Sit up super tall. Squeeze the leg in. Place the right hand behind you for support and look over the right shoulder. Breathe deep, twisting, and squeeze your navel in on each exhale. Now inhale and exhale and face forward and switch. Extend the right leg. Bring the left foot to the outer right thigh. For this, I think I'm going to turn to the side so just to be sure you could see what I'm doing. So my left foot is to the outer right thigh, close in. I'm reaching forward through the right arm. Wrap the whole arm around the leg. Grab the thigh with your hand. Now lift your torso up out of your hips. Align your shoulders with the side of your mat. So bring that right shoulder forward, left shoulder back. Squeeze the leg in and twist. My left hand is behind me, flat on the floor for support. I'm squeezing my navel in to help me detox. To support my spine in a twist is important for safety. And inhale and exhale and face forward. Shake out your legs once again. Let's do an abdominal warm-up, solar plexus opener. So thumbs up, fingers together, arms extended straight out. Inhale, lean back. Exhale, reach forward. Stay parallel to the floor. Keep your legs extended forward, side by side. Inhale back, exhale forward. Breathe through your nose. Now inhale, sit up tall, hold. Exhale, bring your hands down, place your hands behind you, relax for a moment. Circle your ankles. Good, now feet on the floor, scoot forward, rock on your spine, hold on to your shins and rock. Okay, now come down, lie on your back. Next time you rock back, just lie on your back. Squeeze your right leg into your body. Interlace your fingers around the right shin. Extend your left leg straight out. Pavana Muktasana, wind releasing pose. This balances the air element, which causes dis-ease and stress. It actually is the energy of stress built up in the body, which can cause a lot of health problems. In Ayurveda, the ancient science of life, which is part of yoga, health is a very simple thing. It's understood as elements and imbalances. So it's actually a much simpler way of viewing health in a way that you can address your own health issues by yourself. Much easier. It makes a lot of sense. Okay, release and switch. Left leg in, right leg extended. Excuse me. See, I'm releasing something from my lungs right now, and I trust that yoga is helping me to do that. So keep squeezing in on each exhale, grounding your lower back, letting go of tension from the body and the mind, releasing old emotions. Good. Now let's do figure 4 stretch. So set your left foot on the floor with the knee bent. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh. With your right hand, reach through the legs, interlace the fingers around the shin. If that's not possible, straighten the leg like a figure 4 and squeeze that leg in. Okay, now set that left foot on the floor. Cross your right thigh over your left. So very simply, it's just like your legs are crossed, okay? Both thighs are close together. Now lift your hips up and set them down over to the right a few inches. And we're just gonna drop the legs to the left. Place your left hand on top of that right thigh. Turn and look over your right arm, gently twisting your spine, letting go of your weight. Twist. Part of the recipe of twists to get the benefits is to relax and become effortless. So let go of your weight. Don't hold back. Breathe. Now inhale and exhale. Come to center. Center your hips. Now cross your left ankle over your right thigh. The left hand comes through the legs. Interlace the fingers around the right shin. Squeeze that right leg in, or straighten the leg, hands behind the thigh. Long, deep breathing, creating balance, aligning the muscles and bones. Now set your right foot down, cross the left leg over the right, lift your hips up and set them over to the left. The thighs are perfectly together. Drop your legs to the right, right hand comes to the top of that right thigh, turn, spiraling around your center, look left. Now inhale, exhale, come to center, center your hips, rock your knees from side to side. Hold on, I gotta get back on my mat here. So you're just loosening up your hips with your spine, rocking the knees side to side. Let's do another gentle twist. So both feet on the floor, knees bent. Lift your hips up, set them over to the right. Extend your left leg straight out, pointing the toes. Bring your right foot up to the top of that left thigh. With your left hand, bring the knee left and turn and look right. So it's just a little bit different. This is like a ballerina, or I have a Christmas tree ornament like this, where it's like a ballerina twisting in this posture. Beautiful. Now inhale. Exhale, come to center. I'm going to do the other side from the other angle, from the other point of view, just so I can make sure that you can see. So feet are on the floor, lift your hips, set them over to the left this time. Extend your right leg, point the toes. Bring the left foot up to the top of your thigh. With your right hand, bring the knee to the right. Turn, spiraling around your center, look left. Make sure that the toes of both feet are pointed to increase the energy flow. Now inhale, exhale, come to center, center your hips. Let's do some repetitive bridges now. So I know this is an unattractive angle. I'm gonna do my best. I can't go to the side because you're not going to see me that way, but so bring your feet hips distance apart. The ankles are under your knees. Come onto your back. Interlace your fingers beneath you and walk your shoulders under you. Lift your hips up and root through your feet as evenly as best you can to lift the hips. Breathe into your belly. Keep going. I'm going to come this way now. Get way up there. Inhale. Exhale, set your hips down. Now grab the backs of your heels. Now that we're warmed up, we're going to do repetition. So let's do 25 repetitive bridges, also known as hip raises. Grabbing the backs of your heels. Root through the feet. Inhale through the nose up. Exhale through the nose down. This also tones the glutes and loosens up the shoulders. It's an energy uplift. On your last one, inhale, lift and hold. Now exhale, come down and give yourself a big hug. Wrap your arms around your legs, rock from side to side. Now bring the soles of your feet together, interlace the fingers around the outer feet, pull the feet in towards the groins, press the elbows into the inner thighs to really open the hips, open the inner thighs. This is a version of Baddha Konasana, which is great for fertility, hip flexibility, opening up the second chakra, which is related to sexuality, creativity. It's also great for aligning the spine and hips. Now grab the outer edges of your feet, lift your feet up toward the sky, align your ankles over your knees. Happy baby. Pull down on the outer feet. So we want the feet to be facing the sky, not turned in. Try to just like a shelf on either side and pull down. The spine is perfectly straight here. Now bring the soles of the feet back together. Squeeze in once again. And we're almost out of time. Let me see. Let's do one more thing and then we'll relax. So cross your right leg over your left. The knees are stacked. You're holding above your ankles on either side and pulling the legs in so that you're pulling legs in towards your body, towards your chest, and breathing deep. With each exhale, just pull in a little bit closer as your hips warm up. Now unwind your legs, bring the left leg on top, stack your knees so they're aligned. We have a V shape with the shins. Grab above on either side above the ankles once again, pull in. And release. And extend your legs straight out. Bring your arms up over your head. Stretch out your body with a super deep breath. Stretch out your abs. The legs are side by side. Take a deep breath. Exhale, bring your arms down by your sides, palms facing up. Get the shoulders under you so the heart is slightly elevated. Scrunch up your glutes to adjust your hips with your spine and kind of just rock it out. My feet, by the way, are a little wider than my hips. This is called Shavasana, the perfect posture to heal and rest. So close your eyes, let go of your weight, go into a deep state of meditation by consciously relaxing the physical body. by consciously letting go of the physical world, bringing your awareness within to what is real, what is true. Softening the eyes, let them become heavy. Bless yourself with this deep relaxation, connection with your true self. I invite you to stay here as long as you wish. To me, this is the most delicious of all postures. Simply resting, integrating the work we've done in this class. I have enjoyed this session with you. I feel much more balanced, flexible, and aligned. I appreciate you very much, and I hope you've enjoyed this too. I look forward to all of our video classes, and I miss you all very much. Thank you so much. Peace be with you. Namaste.